and welcome to another video. So, I've been stacking up this plastic recycling for a long time, and said I got to build a receptacle and get my little garbage recycle pile under control out there. And that's something I got to do quick because the weather's just tearing into the bags, and I got to pick up little scraps here and there. Not good. So, but I've been like really trying to figure out what exactly am I going to be making with this plastic stuff, right? And I've kind of, I've said pavers a million times, but, what am I just going to have, a million fucking pavers just everywhere? I mean, I might, but I want to build a pretty unique, I don't know what they're called, like a gate whoopty, a gate thing. You see them in all the ranches and all the rural places. Some people have, like log cabin style thing, or like a timber framed style thing, or like metal dealy bobber. So I'm like thinking, the like the structure of the thing, I could probably I'm gonna probably, pour some footings and some like big like railroad tie style beams, or some, pressure treated or something like that. Or maybe telephone poles. I think telephone poles is kind of would be cool. But then, so I got the structure, I got the gate, got everything up there. But then using the recycled plastic stuff, right, and build some sort of form that I can use these like panels, right? So I'll have this like recycled panel covering over my whatever those dealy bobbers are called, right? And that's not something that'll happen in like 5 seconds, right? Like I've been looking at gates and stuff because I'm just now starting to put that stuff in. So, but everything I do, I want it to be fun and have some creativity and uniqueness to it. But I think there's an actual function to those things. I think, like, you have two gates, right? And, they're in like this, two gates. So these are the poles they're sitting on. So if you have the hoopty up here, it stops this, right? Because those are connected by a top thing, right? That's the point of those structures, I think, right? And I got a ginormous entryway because of semi truck requirements on my property, right? So, yeah. So building one of those, I mean, like, I think my driveway is like 30 feet. So that's two 15-foot gates, and then, the whatever way the hell up in the air, because semi trucks have to be able to get in under it. So, yeah. But I'm liking this idea. Shut the hell. I like this idea of, like a paver, but like a generic brick or panel or something that is like so it would look like maybe almost like scales going on the thing, or like cedar shake siding kind of look to it, right? Maybe, I don't know. So this is where I'm kind of going, because I got to get to this thing. Like, I got to kind of start figuring it out on some level, because I can't just save plastic forever, right? I mean, I could probably save it for another year without really doing anything, honestly, at the rate that I'm stacking it up. once I get a nice containment system. But honestly, I've already posted on the Precious Plastics forum to kind of see if I could get any advice. And I have a feeling their advice is going to be, yeah, don't even do that. It's like they're on a whole different level. They separate and clean the plastic, every different kind of plastic, and then they have like specific temperatures and for melting this and that. I mean, it's like dialed in. But again, I saw this video of, like Eastern Europeans just throwing fucking everything in this thing and sand, I think. And then out came this, glob of shit they freaking pressed really hard and let cool. And then they had this freaking paver block or whatever the hell it was. And that just seems to me, and really when it comes to plastic recycling, since we're on the subject, what they're doing with this, they're breaking the plastic down back to its core components, right? Which is pretty impressive, right? So that is really, I don't know how much energy goes into that, but that seems like a real efficient, potentially. I mean, we got to get this plastic recycling more diversified. Like, people need to be able to recycle plastic, not just like huge corporations that have money to build these, plastic, But, there needs to be everything. Fucking shit's everywhere. It's just gross. I mean, we just picked up so much plastic off our road when we had this giant cleanup, right? Bags and bags and bags. And then we put it all in plastic. I'm not quite sure where it went. Somebody, I think, probably took it to the dump, but there's already a bunch of more plastic out there. 6 months, 7 months later. That shit just never... No! That shit just never stops. So, yeah, we need to do something about it. And that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to utilize this stuff. I don't know how well it's going to stand up in the weather or anything like that, but... And then what's it going to do when it breaks down? I guess that depends on how well it's put together, mixed up, and all this, That if I have a good way of pressing it and getting it really hot and the mixture's really consistent, I think it'll hold together pretty good. I mean, I don't know what these other guys, So that's what hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then I'll figure something else out. Peace.